This is my first video, so I'm not sure how to open it, but welcome. Originally this was a video for my Instagram and TikTok, but I've decided to post it here too in hopes that it gets more attraction. I never really thought my first video would be drama related, and I have actually been working really hard on a My Little Pony project to get out onto here, but it will have to wait as holding people accountable is more important right now. I plan for this channel to be something real, something welcoming and safe, and a part of that is cutting out hateful behaviours here and in communities in general. I am still new to all this, and this is my first ever YouTube video that I've made, so I'm sorry if it's all muddled and really bad. Please keep in mind that this video will just be a very quick vocal rundown of the situation with MsColorSplash, but linked below will be my Twitter with the document pinned to the top of my profile where more screenshots will be shown and things explained further. This is just a quick story for those who don't like to read a lot. Please consider sharing this video or my other videos on my socials that are linked below about this situation so that we can continue to hold hateful people accountable and so people with big platforms don't think that they can get away with their harmful and vile actions. All that being said, let's watch. Watch a time lapse of me drawing this pony while I talk about a My Little Pony artist, MsColorSplash. I had a doc posted on Twitter that will be below to read more in depth about, but for now, I'll give a basic rundown here. Me and Splash got close due to feeling left out. I know this wasn't the case now, but this pushed me towards making a server for me, Splash, and her friend that I had been becoming friends with that we will call Tia. This group chat was fine until the events started to get more personal and involving the others from this previous server. In here they said some harmful words towards the members. Soon I found out Tia had said the F slur while being straight, and a larger conversation was held where transphobic topics and homophobic topics were brought up, like refusing to call a person's trans femme partner she, her, because it felt so wrong, and proceeded to call her a manly man. Feeling pretty vulnerable and honestly really upset, I went away and came back in a few hours with a large paragraph about why that all wasn't okay at all. There are screenshots of this in the Twitter doc, as there is a lot said. They both then basically apologised to me, and out of fear of losing my two friends, I accepted and agreed to help them progress and move forwards, but I came to regret that. Tia continued to misgender people, which was a problem we said we'd work on, and they continued acting like they didn't understand and like they were an old-brained person, calling themselves a grandma, but in reality, they're 21. Splash didn't really have any issues with this behaviour and didn't even care that Tia had said the F slur. Even though Splash claims to be by herself and have queer friends, they said themselves that they found it funny. Later on, Tia got banned for misgendering and her husband saying the N-word. They had previously had issues with a person who shall go by T, and for important context, they are black. Due to these previous arguments, Tia and Splash automatically assumed that T had been the one to report Tia, even though there was multiple complaints about her behaviour. Blaming this on T was completely unfair, but however, Splash then said this. Dude, I can't with this community. It was so chill at first. I saw what T looks like and I said a terrible thing. I asked what it was and they responded, it's pretty racist. I said it out of anger. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, so I shall not say it. As if that's the issue. It's just... Due to the previous topic, I then asked if it was the N-word. Then this was said. Quack is the husband that had said the N-word previously, by the way. Splash then goes ahead to type out both variants of that word, but claims they only done that because they thought I asked what it was, not if it was, which to me makes no sense because you could just describe it to make me aware of it, or tell me to Google what it was, not type it out. After that, we go back and forth on Splash not wanting to tell me what they had said about T. I disappear and they all continue talking like nothing. I DM Splash to let them know I am no longer comfortable being friends with them, to which they respond, I understand, it won't help my situation, but I do have black family too. My cousin's birthday was yesterday and he's black. All I could do was stare because what do you mean you have a family member of the community you just insulted and you're okay with that? At the end of the conversation, she finally tells me, in quotation marks, the joke she had said. I won't read this out myself, but she starts off with, since we're not friends, I'll just tell you the joke since it won't change anything. This is a very brief brush over just in case people didn't want to read it and wanted just the main parts. But for more information or deeper proof, please check my Twitter. I'll put it below. But that's where the doc is posted, and please share this video and that post to make awareness. Splash was a close friend and an artist that I really looked up to, so all this is so disappointing, but I have to share it because these things cannot happen. Thank you so much for sticking and listening. Again, I urge you to share this video or others on my socials linked below. But on a lighter note, if you wish to stay here and over there, I'll happily have you. I do have a big video coming out soon that I'm working on, and if you're interested in the My Little Pony or furry community, then this is a nice place for you to stay. So consider liking and subscribing, maybe even hit the bell so you know when a nicer and lighter video comes out, so we can hang out in a much more relaxed video where I'd love to have you. Remember, stay safe, you're loved, and I'm here if needed. Bye!